Hello everybody, welcome to Seek Etyliv. Um, alright, so, um, I, I think you can see that the zoom is really small. I couldn't figure out how to do this, but this is actually the menu screen up here, and you can actually adjust, so to have something that's much bigger. This is probably good. Don't need it to span the entire screen. And so let's go. This is a strange looking game. It is a really small install. It's 40 some megabytes. It's an indie puzzle. It's described as a dungeon crawling poem reader, whatever that means. And so let's auto minimize. What is that? Alright, well, anyway, now we've got this better. Let's get started. We start with the tutorial. There's not much of a... all I hear is sound effects just moving around, so that's not necessary. Looks like I'm just chasing after a dot and going to the exit. And then, what is this? It looks like over here on the left, I can't find a mouse cursor, but it's telling me to go to these... What? Oh, I can bump them out of the way. Wait. Okay. It's only a 3x3 grid, so I was kind of skeptical about it and thinking that it's probably going to be maybe a little too simple, but I don't know. I mean, it potentially could get kind of complicated. Anyway, so let's check out Seek Etyliv. Those were the last words I heard. Before getting pushed into this hole, I'm trying to figure out this left side here, what that matters. Looks like I'm just crawling through that. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't my fault. I'm not... This dungeon is called Keranos, Prison of Thieves. Oh. Oh, what is this? So I have to stay safe? Is that what it is? Like I can't go next to the... So that alerts. Okay, so that is not good. Wait. Oh! So kitty corner is alerting the thing, but if you're next to it, you'll alert it. So it'll be alerted anywhere within that radius, and then you can kill it, I suppose. 3 times. Oh, as in it will be alerted, or it will fall asleep after 3 turns. 1, 2. Let's see what happens there. Okay, that's not gonna work. We were here, right? 1, 2, 3. I guess it... 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Huh. Well, that's not a good place to spawn. How do I can't... Oh, never mind. I'm being a total idiot. Whoops. Isn't this the same thing? I don't know why the screen flips back and forth. I don't understand it. I killed to survive. I'm pretty sure there's no music. I can't hear anything, at least. Much like I did in my former life. It's a pretty simplistic game. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Okay, and you can open and close it. What's that? It's a necklace. Thief. Out of all the trades I jacked. Got caught for the most petty crime. Huh. Got caught for... what, robbing tombs or something? And Etyliv is, well, is believed to be. Sorceress of Hope. A folktale spread amongst the young. Looks like a pretty extensive... set of levels, at least. When I heard of her, it was September. Sunk in over time, as few stories do. I'm curious when this is going to get... Let's knock him out of the way. They don't really hurt you just by knocking you into the wall, it looks like. Wonderfully crafted. Every syllable and rhyme is a surprise. Or, sorry, every syllable and rhyme is a surprise. Wonder if that's the full set of levels. That would be kind of small. Oh, if I get knocked against a wall, that would be it for me. What happens if I do that? Well... I can't move left or right, so I have to move up. But moving up gets me nowhere. Well, I'm certainly at a place where I... What's the library? Oh. Why am I missing something there? I don't know. Anyway. Question. What do we do? Am I being completely dense because I seem to be alerting all these skulls? Oh. I did not know you could knock it. Ooh. Very nice. That's one way to do it. You can knock against the wall to basically skip a turn. Unpolished, yet flawless. You would think it was foreign, if you knew any less. I hate to say this, but I don't know how poetic this is. Let's do that. Okay. To think I'd believe it is crazy at best. Poetic to see that was put to the test. It's kind of weird thinking about poetry in these short... Oh, what is this? Okay, so that means my pathway is limited to that hallway. I can't go outside of it. Lived happily fine, even if deep in debt. Then I clung to this concept. Lost track of what was correct. I don't know how poetic this is. The rhymes are... Oh. I was gonna say, did I screw up the sword? Ooh. And the sword can cut things. Made a mistake with only August left. Was sent to Keranos, only known for death. Feels like my cadences are wrong, but... Huh. Oh! Because I had a sword. I wasn't considering the sword bit. Daunting but natural, I expected no less. In ropes and chains they had me dressed. So... Oh, no, don't do that. At times I'd wonder whether or not you were someone I wish to have met. So this is a smaller puzzle, right? Yeah. Oh! You can knock them into the abyss. Sanity check, a heavy toll on our feet. The journey took long weeks to complete. That looks to be a step-by-step thing. Aha! So you can throw a tombstone in the place of a sleeping enemy to get rid of their sword. Maybe even not even a sleeping enemy. Maybe you could do it against a non-sleeping enemy. Did not utter a word the whole way, except for the final warning not to stay. I mean, the poetry's okay. It's nothing out of this world. Wait, what? Why did I have to get rid of the chest? And then into the very depths I'd steer, with the only phrase I would ever hear. Seek Etyliv. I mean, it rhymes. Uh-oh. Well, I'm screwed. Alright, that didn't work out. This kind of a rotating business is kind of funny. It's starting to get a little bit interesting. I actually have to think quite a bit about this. In turn, I'm now here for a while. A single line. Okay. It's hard to look at poetry when it's all just so minusculely paced. I think that was probably... I mean... Question is, how do I get in the... Right, yeah, I get knocked down into the abyss there. How do you bypass this sleeping giant? Well... Well, I'm stuck. I'm trying to figure out how to pause the turn, but... Yeah, how do you do that? Oh, interesting. That's an interesting mechanic. I figured it out as soon as I was saying, oh, I'm gonna get stuck. Okay. Death was always lingering near. Imagine the dread, woods, and despair. Even the rhyme there was, I mean, I guess air, but... Spacebar! What am I trying to do here? I'm curious what the spacebar is, so I'm just gonna push it. It just goes to that. I don't know what that little thing on the ground was. This dungeon took hold of my mind. Said seek, and I sought. Etyliv divine. Okay. The rhyme's getting slightly poor. So if I hit up, I'm going to get killed, right? Let's try it. Yep. And likewise, if I hit towards it, I get killed. So, basically, oops, do that, and that, and that, and this, oops. I found a pond, an unusual sight here. Bathing nymphs in inappropriate wear. Well, it looks like we're halfway through this particular poem. The first one I saw had a pleasant aura. What? I'm just curious. Oh. Wait. You can take their skull. I named her Flora. Right? Because that looks like the skull that went missing, correct? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you can knock out their brains, and let's see if it still moves after that. No, it doesn't move after that, so it gains its brains back. Let's knock your brains over there. Knock you down the abyss and grab your brains and go. You could feel her presence. Primal air. Calm in the evening. Final everywhere. That's one. This thing moves. There we go. Knock out its brains. I could talk about her for hours, and she would still never compare. Oh! Interesting. It doesn't... It's getting... The difficulty climb is kind of slow. I think Flora was a concept herself. Don't speak, but the message was clear. Of course, just as I say that, the game is gonna give me this level that I probably will... I have to knock its brains out. There, yeah? Yeah. What about that? That works. That works. Oh. So you can knock something onto its brain and get rid of it. She said, "Whatever I do to keep you near, even if it was in the memories of fear." That's probably a bad idea, right? I think, it's hard to explain. I thought I'd never see you again. Okay. Oh, shoot. I should have done that first. Okay, so that's the first move. I mean, if I'm starting to get limited on my steps, I think this would get kind of difficult. Listen. Okay. I assume the game is a lot longer than the single first passage. Okay. I can't go there. Oh. What is that? Those are like ducks in a pond or something. Listening for the flow of time and water. The time I called, I heard the sea. How I wished the tide would take me over. Okay, well this one's designed to actually just get you to quickly go through that. Condemned to roam, I'd find time to linger. To think of days and hours much simpler. I'll play till the end of this particular set of levels if I can make it there, I suppose. It felt like if I stayed, she wouldn't leave. Absurd, but I just want you to breathe. M. Let's get rid of that. And get rid of you. Yet here I am. Imprisoned. I'm a little questioning this little poetic aspect of this game, but well, that I would get knocked back every time. Ah. Oh. What? Oops. Ooh. Whoops. Right, that first. That. And this. What else was there to do but reminisce? Cell in which, at most, 9 men could fit. Okay. It will only come after you if you're standing 2 blocks away. And in linear fashion. Okay, I wrote a poem, one of the first to chalk up the walls. Here's how it goes. Ah, I guess that was all prose then. Whoops. I guess that works. Who needs a sword? Sat there the devil alone in need. No one would level, someone would say. Only the sunshine can help you with greed. Is choppy poetry. Oh! Why did that fall? I'm screwed. Yeah. Do I need the sword? I think I need the sword. Carved tons of these out of visions alone. Was amusing to find the chalk to be bone. Okay. There we go. I rewrote the story I knew from home. Etyliv became a sorceress of stone. Got 3 more levels. They do seem like they're getting a little difficult. Oh. I did not realize they automatically killed themselves. if they ran into my sword. Her heart was that of gold. I had given her everything, short of my soul, which would become a pillar to hold. Her heart, that was of stone. Oh, is that the end? Or not yet? Oh boy. That was a mistake. Yeah. Nope, that's also a mistake. It just does a little rotatey business. Well, I have two options for first move. This. But I can't attack the thing. Or this. Which don't get me anywhere. Yeah. So, what am I stuck with? This and this? Huh. Well, that's not good. Well, I want to be able to finish this set of levels, but I might not be able to. This is definitely death, right? Yeah. Still trying to figure it out. Everybody's got a sword, and no, that's not the way to do it. Well, this might be my first real roadblock here. You can probably see the answer real quick, but I thought this was going to be easy. Guess I was wrong. I think sword or not. Oh. I can't actually knock that into there. Basically, I have this move. I could be wrong. Right, I can't really go there. So... Huh. So where do we go wrong here? I can't move in place here because then the thing will come up to me. Right? And I don't have a sword. So, what to do? What to do? I'm almost certain this is what you have to do to start. But I don't know for sure because this seems kind of... Yeah. That's a death wish there. And this is a death wish, so that's not it. Doesn't make any sense to alert. Of course, that is a most certain death wish. Yeah. So each attack gets rid of one sword. Well, I am stuck in the very first set of levels. Almost certain this has to be the way to start. Too bad you can't knock that guy's brains loose. Ugh. So how do I do this so I'm not in the way? Oh, I'm in the way again. It's like the same mistake I keep on making. Oh, now I'm screwed. Any one of those locations would be instant death. So what is it that I'm missing? What is it that I am missing? First move, okay. So, first move, definitely wrong, right? Because I basically have to get up there and reset. This first move is okay, because that's the only other one to do. So, next move, here, doesn't do anything, you go back. Next step, here, gets that thing a second sword, is terrible. So, first move, second move, third move has to be there. Because if you move back here, you just keep that skeleton sleeping. Once again, can't go up. That's instant death. Going to the left is just a reset. And we certainly don't want to move down there to introduce a sword. So, next move, collect the sword. Oh. Ooh. Ah. That was interesting. Got hit at a different time by each one of those. That was something I haven't done. Okay, so. Ooh. Ah. What the heck am I doing, right? Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Yes. I've got another, but that one takes time. Let us just be here for a while. End of Act 1. Yeah, okay, that's Act 1. I wonder how many acts there are. Maybe 5. Keranos unlocked. Miss Etyliv. Okay, so enter Keranos. Miss Etyliv, enter Keranos. What is this? Explore Keranos to continue the story. Oh, okay. So then we can move on to Act 2. Well, I'm glad I figured out basically like the final level in that. It is, after all, still just a 3x3 puzzle that doesn't have a lot of options. Name yourself. Well, question, question, question. Just like... Oh my. Well, there are a lot of options here. The prisoner. Oh, what is this? Are we finally into the dungeon exploring parts? Oops. It's a room by room exploration. That has to be the move. And that. What is this? We knew it'd end, but not in silence. 30 nights of violence. Act 2. Okay, so made it to Act 2. What is that? It's a helmet. Oh, it's wings. It allows us to fly. Jump over some stuff, and that's where I ran out of stone. Good thing these leaves came to grow. Okay. So they're leaves this time. And now we can fly, yeah? Oh. Wait. You can only destroy things from 2 blocks away now. Old tricks I learned failed with bone. I found myself with coal alone. Whoa. Kinda odd. This becomes really odd. With every word I found a new sprout. Could finally write all I knew about. Who had known that after finding wings that you can only move in blocks of 2. Miss Etyliv. Oh! You can't attack across the pond. I guess I'll just sit here. So strange. These two space jumps is starting to remind me of just, moving knights. My eyes shut down, senses compensated. All I remember, she stood there waiting. I know I can't jump here, right? I just die, so let's not do that. So first step is that. And then we attack. And we wait till it's sleeping. And then attack. Oh. The fact that you can't just knock a tombstone straight next to it is kind of annoying. Defensive today, defensive tomorrow. It gets me to stay knee deep in sorrow. Of course it'll take me some time to figure out whether or not this is a worthy game. Oh. For what it's worth, the poetic Oh no. So it's not a good idea to do that, because then everything is awake, and no matter what you do, you get stuck. So then, first step, second step, third step. Oh, it's because I can move in 2 blocks. Now I can skip one of the alerting times. Okay. Traveling there again, 2,000 men. Castled up above, only hello to send. I don't know how different this game is going to get. At a quick glance, we wave a goodbye. Moments of peace, dread, and a sigh. Okay. Can certainly do that. Oh. Oi, oi. Oh, I don't need to wait on that. Could just knock it out directly. After all, the plot is all too simple. Air isn't fair. To me, you're a kingdom. The poetry is starting to show its... excuse me. This mutual language of childhood times. You sorceress of raw, pleasing design. Raw, pleasing design. No. Yeah, pretty sure if I'm limited in my steps, it would be kind of tough. Step left, another one left, then right. Learning to walk, too happy to be alive. Oh boy. Alright, can't move either left or right, so that has to be it. How have I offended thee? Wrap your tender arms around me. Well, we got one move. Oh, I guess you can move in more than one place. In front of me, you are right there. Calm in the wind, light in your hair. I think I can pretty much skip the poetic pieces here. Uh-oh. Oh. Ooh. Yes, 1, 2. No. That's not it. No, that's not it either. So. No. That's gotta be it. But that doesn't do anything. Huh. So if I get trapped there, then I'm screwed. Right? Yeah. Oops. Oh, wait. Can't go there. Just jump straight down. Whoops. Alright, I think that's gotta be the first step. Well, let's reset. Could the first step be here? Oh! Could the first step be here? That would be second step. And no. Because either way you're knocking one of them to the side and the other one's going to squish you. Got it. Oh. Oh! Alright, so first step is actually here. No. First step was in the other direction. First step here. Second step here. Third step here. Fourth step. Fifth step. What did I do wrong? I thought I had that all correct. Let's just do that, I guess. No, that creates a area where yeah, that creates a trap actually. First up here. Next there. Next here. Alright. Alright. Most beautiful scene my life did define. Whispering surreal, sentences divine. I'm gonna stop playing for video recording because this is clearly a puzzle game that will I'm just revealing more and more of it. These puzzles are kind of weird, but in a 3x3 puzzle it's interesting to get so complicated. Clearly I'm alright, so reliving the moment again in my mind. One in the future, oh so very rare to find. I'm not gonna comment too much about the poetry, but the fact that you got equipment, you got the wings to make you move 2 spaces instead of 1, you got the swords to deal with other swords cut up in boxes or chests, or at least get rid of the chests so they're no longer taking up space. I guess these are mechanics that could make a 3x3 grid a lot more interesting and more complex. It's actually quite interesting. And I'll stop playing because it seems that I'm perhaps I'm going to get stuck in a lot more places, and I find the game to be quite interesting. I think the puzzles are actually quite interesting. They're all really small. Clearly, you can't have too many elements on a 3x3 puzzle, but there's enough to make it bizarrely difficult at times. So I'd say it's actually quite a interesting puzzle game, and I like it. I like it. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you didn't watch the whole thing if you're planning to play it. I think that's a terrible idea, but unfortunately if you're here and you're listening to me talk, then that means you're already past the point of no return. However, clearly there were puzzles in there that took me a while, especially the last puzzle in the first act. That really got me going for a while, and then I've had a couple others. So, you know, check out the game for yourself and see what you think. I think it's really cool. I think it's a really... I mean, I think the reason why some people were put off is just because it's advertised as a 3x3 grid. And that is just... You just think to yourself, oh, is it just too simple? You know? Is it just too simple? What can you do with a 3x3 grid? But this developer clearly has... proven his point. I mean, I don't see anything that's like woefully difficult. Nothing that's going to rack my brain for hours or days or weeks on end. But at least it's giving me some fodder for thought. And kudos to the developer for doing something making something that seems so simple actually more complicated. But yeah, check out the game. I'll put the store page in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.